hope it cools down soon. WFT's Anthony Bordenero joins us now from the Weather Center. Anthony, for how long should we expect this warm weather?
Temperatures, I have some bad news for you. A warming trend is on the way, and it's going to continue for the time being. Right now on the University of Florida campus, it is 82 degrees. Feels like 82 as well, and you can make out some cumulus clouds that are making their way through. It's going to be a pleasant night here in north central Florida. Overall temperatures are in the lower 80s, 83 in Ocala, 80 in Gainesville, 82 in Stark, a little bit cooler as you get towards the coast. But overall, temperatures are above seasonal norms. Temperatures overnight are going to be dropping into the lower 50s for the last time in a while, getting into the lower 50s in Gainesville, and some patchy fog potentially developing for areas towards the Big Bend. Areas inland are going to have also some patchy fog, but less widespread as areas towards the coast. 56 in Ocala, 55 in Gainesville, and 56 in Stark. Temperatures tomorrow are going to be much above average. Again, a warming trend is on the way. 86 is your high in Ocala. 78 is around normal for this time of year. Similar story in Gainesville and Lake City, around 10 degrees above normal in both those places. And in right now, temperatures are feeling more like May than they are like March, in the upper 80s for potentially later this week. And here's why. So currently there is a trough digging in right by California, and it's allowing this high pressure to develop. And this onflow of warmer temperatures is about to enter our region, and this pattern is continuing again well into the next week. So much so that the Climate Prediction Center is forecasting much above normal temperatures in the next 6 to 10 days. Notice by the Panhandle is going to see the most upfront and the most intense warming temperatures, and that stretches all the way into the mid-Atlantic states and for the rest of Florida as well. And also, we're going to be drier than normal in Florida, much below average, and then areas towards the southern Mississippi River Valley and north towards the Ohio River Valley are going to be a little bit wetter than normal. Here's a look at my 6-day updated forecast, because notice the next chance of rain is going to be Tuesday. That's around 20% chance. Temperatures are going to dip slightly as a weak cold front passes through, but this weekend it's going to be very pleasant. Temperatures in the upper 80s. If you plan to go head out, definitely bring a water bottle, and there's going to be a lots amount of sunshine. Definitely do be prepared. The Saturday and Sunday will be warm. Back to you. Well, right now there's a warming trend in store for your weekend here in north central Florida. Right now it is 82 degrees, feels like 82 as well, and we make out some cumulus clouds across our area, and I'm expecting some clouds to linger for your overnight hours, getting into the lower 50s for the last time for the foreseeable future, with some patchy fog developing in areas west of the I-75 corridor, getting to 56 in Ocala, 55 in Gainesville, 56 in Stark, and 54 in High Springs. Again, this is a trend that's going to continue, a warming trend. It's going to feel more like May than it's going to feel like March. Above average temperatures are in store for tomorrow, getting to 86 in Ocala, 78 is normal for this time of year, and getting to 85 in Gainesville, and 74 is normal for this time of year. And let's end with my 6-day updated forecast. Notice it's going to remain dry for the next coming days. The next chance of rain is on Tuesday at around 20% as a weak cold front passes through, only dipping our temperatures by a little bit. Saturday and Sunday, those see as our highest temperatures with near record weather possible. This weekend's overall going to be beautiful with low temperatures in the lower 60s. Definitely a change of pace and definitely well above seasonal norms. Back to you.
Thanks, Anthony. BBC World News.
Across north central Florida, a little bit more pleasant than what we've been seeing over the past couple days. I'm UF forecaster Anthony Bordenero. So far today here in Gainesville, it's gotten to 91 degrees, 92 down in the villages, and some areas like Lake City, Cross City haven't gotten to 90 degrees, and that's because of some lingering cloud cover and some storms that we've been seeing as we roll on to the day. And if you notice this morning, a little pleasant and a little more breathable, and that's because your humidity level is at 65, and that's really uncommon for this time of year in Florida. But tomorrow morning, you're going to wake up to muggy humidity levels of 69 as we head into the weekend. Those values are in the low 70s, but still a little breathable, especially for this time of year. Forecasting tomorrow's rainstorms. Looking at your future radar, we're going to see some storms develop mainly by the Nature Coast and some by the First Coast in Jacksonville as we go into the overnight hours, though. These storms are going to dissipate, and notice those showers are making their way northward, and some showers near Orlando and southern Florida. Going to your weekend plan, your weekend patterns, what should we expect? It's going to be dry and going to be warm. You have these two high pressure systems, one off the Atlantic, one in the Ohio Valley, and this creates some southerly winds. It's going to keep us dry and keep us warm And with this, a dry air mass is rolling in. So you have those two kind of systems, making us dry and making us warm. And notice this is reflected in our highs on Saturday. And here in Gainesville, going to be 94 degrees, going to feel much warmer than that. And down in the Village is 93. Also in Jacksonville, going to be 93. A warm, pleasant, dry weekend is expected. So if you have any plans, shouldn't be disrupted by too much rain. Friday, though, sees our highest chances of rain. Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, those chances are about equal, about 30%, as some afternoon sea breeze collisions are possible. And Tuesday and Wednesday, we see the return to more storms.